Oh crap, I made it the whole video. I meant to say this at the beginning because you should see the chart of retention on the videos. Maybe I'll put this as like the snippet at the beginning, but I have two questions. And hopefully somebody provides an answer. If not, welcome back to week number 15 of Achilles Rupture surgery updates. Goodness gracious, it's been another week of nonstop working out. And I gotta say, I'm sick of it. And I'm not sick of working out, I'm just sick of being there for an hour and a half every day, going through every calf exercise for what truly feels like no reason. I could probably get the same feeling, the same strength gain. How am I supposed to know if I'm gaining strength for real? Because I'm not doing a hill rise yet. Like, sure, it kind of feels stronger, but I think I'm putting a lot of time in unnecessarily. So I'm going to try over the next couple weeks, especially when I start looking into a physical therapist. I'll probably ask them these questions, but it feels like, what's the rule? It's like a 80-20 rule or a 70-30 rule or whatever it is. It's that just principle that 80% of your gains come from 20% of your work that you put into it. And I truly think that's accurate with what I'm doing right now, going to the gym. It feels like most of the gain, most of the actual, like where I feel my calf activating and pushing comes from hill rises, the balancing exercises, and that tiptoe exercise. And the, leg press one where you go down with your heels up and then you push with your heels up, but not at the same time. Maybe I'll put it on screen because I mentioned it in the other video. But anyway, those I feel like are the main exercises where things are really happening. The rest of them, the sideways lunges, the toe curl exercises, the even to an extent with the bands pushing out with my calf, but I think I will keep doing those because I do those first and I think it does warm up my calf and stuff. And like it warms up my calf pretty well. So I won't get like any injuries from jumping into the harder stuff immediately. So I'll probably keep doing those. But anyway, long story short, I'm going to try to work a lot smarter than harder because being in there an hour and a half every day doing these same exercises, it's kind of wearing me down. It's only been a couple weeks of doing it, but I'm getting sick of the elliptical. I like running. I don't like doing the elliptical, but it's as close as I can get to for now. And I think maybe because I'm not working out a lot of the other parts of my body, like literally any other part of my body, I'm thinking maybe if I cut out the elliptical, half of the days and instead focus on working out other parts of my body, maybe that'll feel like I'm mixing things up. So it's not just straight mediocre time on the elliptical, even though I like cardio, and mediocre time doing 1,000 different hill raise and calf raise variations, even though, that's what's going to make me get strength. So maybe mixing in some other exercises for upper body, middle body, not only will it help me with my overall balance, but keep things fresh, make me want to go. I feel like part of the grind is getting to the gym. I've successfully done that the past 2 weeks, but the rest of it is, I guess, wanting to be there. Like, I don't want to hate being there. Another thing is, I've mentioned in the past, once you get a sense of normalcy, it's kind of hard to keep the forefront of your mind to keep going to the gym. And I've accomplished that. I've accomplished going every day in the past couple weeks. But the other side of that is not only when you get closer to normalcy, but when you stop seeing progress. Like, it's real easy first 3.5 months going through as like, okay, I'm getting the boot off. That's a milestone. I'm walking now. That's a milestone. I'm off of crutches. I'm weight bearing. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Okay, I can finally move. I can take my first steps. I got to be careful. Like, things are happening quickly, at least for mine, for my recovery it was. So it's like things are happening, but now I'm here in the expanse of space, but it's just like, I'm just out here, no physical therapist, no more check-ins with my doctor. And I'm just here cooling and booling, trying to make progress as much as I can. But visually, feeling wise, I don't know that much progress is actually being made on the calf. Like, of course, I do feel it working. So something has to be happening, but I just feel like there's certainly room to, I don't know. It just feels like I don't want to say helpless. It's diminishing returns. I think that's the best word I can come with. It just feels like diminishing returns. The more hill rises I do, it feels like I've plateaued, even though I don't think this is really the time for me to have plateaued. Does that make any sense? Here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's like have you guys ever seen an X cubed chart? not an X cubed chart, but like an X cubed graph, how it goes like a lot, a little bit, and then a lot. I'm hoping I'm on the little, like at the, what is it called? Asymptote? Maybe. I haven't, my calculus is eluding me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I'm hoping that is where I am in the process, like just a lull, just until I can really put a whole lot more weight on my calf, do heel rises unassisted. Because right now I'm still doing, I can do heel rises unassisted. Let me show you. Because I can do heel rises like unassisted, like I'm not touching the wall or anything. And I'm kind of leaning to the left, like I'm trying to put as much weight on the left side so it's like I'm not favoring the right as I can. It still feels like I'm pushing off a lot with the right, but it just doesn't, like, I'm hoping I'm at the plateau where, like, right now, until I can get, like, a whole lot more on this side and just be able to crank them out midday for no reason. And that's probably what I should start doing, too, is just start cranking them out midday for no reason. But sometimes it just feels like all it takes is that one. Like, as soon as, like, in the future, God willing, I can do a single calf raise. I'm hoping I get that one in, and then of course the dominoes fall and you can keep rolling, keep doing more, keep pushing yourself. That's kind of how I feel with just these 2-leg heel raises. Is like, if I can just like if I could just do like I can do one though. That's the thing. Like I can do like, but it still feels like I'm putting a whole lot on my right side. Anyway, I'm rambling. There's a whole lot to say that I'm hoping pretty soon I can just start rolling again. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep putting that effort, and hopefully I can just keep charging ahead. Just keep charging ahead with whatever, progress that there is to be made. Last week I mentioned I'm going to start physical therapy, or start looking into getting to a physical therapist this week. I'll probably definitely still will do that because I don't know, maybe I can get some more fresh exercises. If not, maybe they'll be able to tell me something I don't know about recovery. So far, my experience with physical therapists is I don't feel like they know much more than we do. I feel like they just look at the same protocols that we look at online as to where you should be at this level or what you can do. So I don't know, maybe regardless, I'll try and get into a physical therapist and see what they're talking about. But all this to say, theme of the day is I'm going to work smarter, not harder. That's why I'm here at my desk. I'm here in my office because I was going to go work out here in a little bit. I'm literally going to write down what workouts I'm going to do every single day. And that way I'm not doing every single calf workout that I've ever learned every day, whether it serves me or not. I'm going to really try to focus in and lock in on what I think is going to provide me with the most amount of gains in a time that's manageable, that's reasonable, in a time that's reasonable, because I can't keep spending all day here every single day and not seeing the results that I want, if that makes sense. So that's just where I'm at this week. Week number 15. Next week is another month milestone, month 4, and it feels like time has really flown by. Man, regardless, I'm just going to keep on trying to stay positive. I'm staying positive right now in my mind. A couple days this week, I did get discouraged just as far as, like, goodness gracious, why am I here? Why are things happening so slowly? But I can't think like that because once again, it feels like I've reset. It feels like I'm only 2 weeks into working out. I know I started, probably a month back at this point. Well, a month back at this point, I didn't work out at all because, I got sick and did all that stuff. But maybe a month and a half back at this point, I was working out every day real consistently. But when I took that break in there, maybe I fell back a little bit. I don't know what it was. Either way, I can't get into this habit of, I'm 4 months in, I should be here. You should be where you are. And that's what I got to keep telling myself. I should be at the exact spot I'm at. And all I can control is my mindset and the effort that I'm putting forward, moving forward. So yeah, I hope everybody's recoveries out there are going well. Please, please, please let me know. I do have, oh crap, I made it the whole video. I meant to say this at the beginning because you should see the chart of retention on the videos. Anyway, I meant to ask this at the beginning. I have two questions and hopefully somebody provides an answer. If not, this is just my experience, and hopefully somebody else out there, if you're going through this right now, at least somebody else is going through it. But my question / experience is I do seated heel rises still, but with a dumbbell on my my knee pushing up. Please ignore the hole in my sock. Goodness gracious. I promise you I have socks without holes in them. I promise you I do. Y'all just catch me on the wrong days and I'm truly a mess. But when I do seated heel raises with the dumbbell on my shin, my foot literally only goes up. Well, it can go, like, my foot can go up this far. Like, so this is my injured calf. It can go up this far. And that's, fine, decent range of motion. But when I put a lot of weight on it, or really any weight, and really no weight at all. So when I put no weight on it, I kind of have a difficulty making it from here to the full range. Like this last little snapping motion. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's some sort of block in my calf, but that last little at the end of it is really difficult to do. So I'm wondering if you guys are doing seated calf raises with a weight on your knee, what amount of weight, I guess my question is, how high off the ground is your heel going when you're doing these seated calf raises? When you're doing these seated calf raises, are you going completely up no matter how much weight you put on here? Or at any point, is it like, do you stop here and just go down and kind of rep these out? Because I can do these with a pretty decent amount of weight, like up to here. But when I try and get the full range, like the full snap up here, everything goes out the window, man, and I don't even know. And then my second question is, how much are you guys pushing with your toes? Please tell me, how much are you guys pushing with your toes when you're doing these workouts? Because I feel like my toes are on the grind trying to push me up off the ground. So please let me know. Somebody, please let me know in the comments, and even if you don't let me know in the comments, just anybody out there that's going through this, just know that I'm here with you. Or maybe you're not doing this and I'm just a lunatic, but my toes are absolutely grinding trying to push up on my injured side. Like my toes ain't never pushed so hard in their lives. And I just feel like it might be less calf and more toes that I'm putting into a lot of my push them off exercises. Anyway, that is it from me. I hope you guys are staying strong out there. I hope you're staying with it. I'm certainly trying to, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Stay safe out there. Stay safe.